Number 25, what is the reference angle for an angle that measures 660 degrees? So reference angle, if we remember way back, a reference angle is an angle that's less than 90 degrees, or said another way, it would belong in the first quadrant. The reason being, a reference angle technically means it's the angle that would measure to the nearest x-axis. So just giving you, let's say we had this line going here. The reference angle is the angle that connects it to the x-axis, okay? And just the same, if I move this arrow this way, now the reference angle is over here. It's referring to the angle, again, that connects it to the x-axis. Since this is the nearest x-axis, this right here would be our reference angle. Now, we don't even know where 660 is necessarily. We know that we start off at 0, and if we went all the way around, it'd be 360. We can label the y-axis as 90 degrees, 180 is the negative x-axis, 270 the negative y-axis, and we could go all the way around if we wanted to find 660. But here's how you do this the easiest, is you always ask yourself, what is the value closest to? Is it closest to 180? Or really, I should have started at 0, 180, or 360. Whichever one it's closest to, you subtract that number from it. Oh, this is closest to 360, so I'm going to subtract 360. And I get 300 when I do that. Now, I ask myself the same question. What is this value closest to? Again, I would say it's closest to 360, so I'll subtract 360 again. This time I get negative 60. Now, negatives on reference angles do not matter. Ignore the negative. Ignore negative, because that's just giving you the direction. That means negative 60 degrees is actually over here. So our reference angle, believe it or not, is 60 degrees. The negative just means it's going down. And so there's 660. It's located there. It's the same thing as going down 60 degrees. All right, since it's down, it's negative, and so the answer here is B, 60 degrees. A quick way to check is you should, if you went to sine or cosine, either one of them, and let's try sine of 60 degrees. That's what we're saying the reference angle is. Again, if you ignore the negative, we should get the same answer no matter what. Now, I did sine. Now let's go and try sine of 660 degrees. I'll press enter. And looky here. The numerical value is the same. All that's different is the sign, the symbol up in front. Again, if we were ignoring the negatives, they're exactly the same. So we did do that correctly. We could have tried with cosine, whatever, tangent. We would have still got the same correct answer.